Readers all across the world have been enthralled by Michaelides' compelling psychological thriller, The Silent Patient. The author explores the dark and complicated psyche of an apparently silent and disturbed lady in this best-selling book, nearly 1 million copies sold, revealing a gripping tale of love, betrayal, and redemption. The Silent Patient delivers a plethora of insightful life lessons that can connect with readers on a personal level in addition to its gripping story. The top 10 life lessons from this remarkable book will be examined in this essay, which will also highlight the themes of self-discovery, forgiveness, and the power of the human mind. Let me give you an overview of this book before we get into these 10 lessons. It tells the story of famous painter Alicia Berenson, who kills her husband for no apparent reason before going entirely silent. Psychotherapist Theo Faber gets fixated on Alicia's situation and accepts a position at the facility where she lives with the intention of breaking her silence. Theo works hard in therapy sessions to discover the real reason behind Alicia's selective mutism. Theo discovers startling details about Alicia's horrific past as he looks further into her past. In an engaging psychological thriller, the novel deftly navigates the turns and turns until coming to a startling and unexpected conclusion regarding Alicia's silence and the circumstances surrounding her husband's murder. This revelation challenges notions of guilt and innocence. Now, let me share with you my top 10 life lessons learned from this remarkable novel, each exploring different aspects of self-discovery, forgiveness, and the power of the human mind. 1. The power of silence and observing closely. The study of the power of silence in The Silent Patient is among its most fascinating features. Alicia Berenson, the protagonist of the book, makes the decision to keep quiet and express herself solely via her artwork. This conscious decision highlights the value of quiet in our life. We are able to watch and think about the world around us when we are silent. It enables us to better comprehend who we are and to pay attention to our inner thoughts. We too may gain from paying close attention to what's going on around us and how people in our lives see us, just as Alicia does. In a world filled with noise and distractions, embracing moments of silence can bring us a sense of inner peace and clarity. It allows us to slow down, fully appreciate our experiences, and truly connect with others. Through Alicia's silence, we are reminded of the power of observation, prompting us to be more present in our own lives and pay attention to the details that so often go unnoticed. 2. The complexity of human emotions. The Silent Patient explores the complicated network of human emotions, revealing the complexity that is unique to each person. We are introduced to a variety of emotions through the persona of Alicia, including joy and love as well as rage and sorrow. The significance of recognizing and comprehending our own emotions is among the most important things we can take away from this investigation of emotions. We all need outlets for processing and expressing our feelings in healthy ways, just as Alicia does with her artwork. The book serves as a helpful reminder that emotions are a continuum and are not always clear-cut. We can grow in empathy and compassion for others by accepting this complexity and realizing that their emotional experiences may differ greatly from our own. Emotions are easy to ignore or repress in our fast-paced environment. However, The Silent Patient begs us to face and accept our emotions since they can lead us to recovery and development and provide valuable insights into our inner selves. 3. The impact of unresolved trauma. The significant influence that unresolved trauma may have on a person's life is illuminated in The Silent Patient. We learn about the unseen wounds from the past and the long-lasting consequences they can have on a person's mental and emotional health through Alicia's tale. This book is a potent reminder of how critical it is to acknowledge and deal with our traumas. Burying or ignoring upsetting memories just slows down the healing process and may have unfavorable effects. The brilliant work of Michaelides inspires us to face our personal traumas and look for the care and assistance we require to recover. One of the most important steps toward regaining our life and achieving inner peace is facing unresolved trauma, whether via self-reflection, therapy, or support groups. 4. The destructive nature of secrets. The idea of secrets and their deadly impact is central to The Silent Patient. We witness throughout the narrative how secrets have the power to erode trust, erode relationships, and eventually consume people from inside. We see firsthand the terrible effects that Alicia's secrets have on both her life and the lives of everyone around her as they are eventually revealed. The book is a potent reminder of how crucial it is to be truthful and communicate openly in our own lives. The lesson of the silent patient is that, despite appearances, harboring secrets only serves to prolong suffering and obstructs genuine healing, whether from oneself or others. It inspires us to face the truth head-on, no matter how challenging it may be, with courage. 5. The fragility of mental health. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides explores the vulnerability of mental health, which is one of its most interesting features. The author illuminates the nuances and complexity of the human mind via the character of Alicia Berenson. The devastating impact of tragedy, bereavement, and the weight of mental disease on a person's psyche are depicted in the novel. We are forced to reevaluate our conception of mental health as Alicia's journey illuminates the thin line separating sanity from crazy. We learn from the silent patient how important it is to have compassion and empathy for those who are dealing with mental health problems. It challenges us to cultivate a more understanding and compassionate society by reminding us to be aware of the unseen struggles that people could be going through. The transforming power of forgiveness and how it affects personal development and healing are important topics covered in The Silent Patient. Let's review some more of the outstanding life lessons included in this amazing book. 6. The consequences of suppressing guilt. Alex Michaelides explores the effects of guilt suppression and how it might affect a person's mental and emotional health in The Silent Patient. The author gives us a deep look at the damaging effects of unresolved guilt through the character of Alicia Berenson. As we follow Alicia's journey, we see how her guilt is consuming her and making her retreat from society and live in quiet. This is a sobering reminder of the negative effects that harboring guilt can have on our life. We learn from the silent patient how important it is to face our guilt and come up with constructive solutions to deal with it. We provide ourselves the chance for personal development and healing when we accept responsibility for our actions and acknowledge them. Through encouraging us to consider our own beliefs and actions, the silent patient promotes personal growth and self-discovery. 7. The dangers of assuming and jumping to conclusions. In his book, Alex Michaelides deftly illustrates the risks associated with making assumptions and snap judgments. The notion that drawing conclusions without enough evidence can have terrible repercussions is expertly communicated by the author. Characters are shown throughout the narrative making snap decisions based on scant knowledge, which causes misunderstandings and wrong conclusions. This is a potent reminder that presumptions can impair our judgment and keep us from perceiving the reality. We learn from the silent patient how important it is to gather all the information, pose questions, and keep an open mind. By doing this, we can steer clear of hasty judgments that might endanger ourselves or others. 8. The power of forgiveness and redemption. Alex Michaelides masterfully captures the transforming power of forgiveness in The Silent Patient. The author deftly illustrates how harboring resentments and refusing to extend forgiveness may engulf us and keep us stuck in a vicious cycle of suffering and resentment. We follow folks who have experienced severe trauma as they struggle to move past their wounds and find peace throughout the narrative. We witness the enormous influence that forgiveness has on their lives as the story progresses. They can find atonement, closure for their hurts, and, in the end, liberation via forgiveness. The silent patient shows us that showing forgiveness is a source of strength rather than a sign of weakness. Letting rid of grudges and being willing to forgive others requires bravery. Through accepting forgiveness, we can release ourselves from the bonds of the past and build a better future. 9. The importance of self-awareness and self-reflection. Alex Michaelides skillfully emphasizes the value of introspection and self-awareness in The Silent Patient. We see the transformational potential of introspection and critically analyzing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors via the travels of the characters. The experiences of the book's protagonists show how self-awareness is essential to comprehending our motivations and behaviors. We can better comprehend who we are and how our decisions affect us by pausing to consider our options and the effects they have on us. Self-reflection also enables us to recognize recurring themes and routines that can be causing us discomfort or holding us back. We can actively pursue personal development and aim to become the best versions of ourselves through this process. A sobering reminder that real transformation starts from the inside out is provided by the silent patient. We can start on a path of personal transformation and design a more meaningful and fulfilling existence for ourselves by cultivating self-awareness and regularly reflecting on our lives. 10. The journey of self-discovery and transformation. Alex Michaelides leads readers on an engrossing voyage of self-discovery and metamorphosis through his book. We see the value of setting out on a journey to become our most genuine selves and better understand ourselves from the experiences of the characters. The author stresses the value of accepting our shadows, facing our anxieties, and challenging our beliefs throughout the entire book. Through this process of introspection, we might uncover hidden realities and overcome the constraints that either society or we ourselves have imposed on ourselves. By starting this journey, we discover that transformation and progress are attainable realities that can be reached with deliberate action and introspection rather than just abstract ideas. The silent patient serves as a helpful reminder that while self-discovery is not always simple, the benefits are priceless. In conclusion, I believe Alex Michaelides' The Silent Patient contains a richness of life lessons that have the capacity to influence and change our own. We have discussed the value of self-discovery, accepting our shadow selves, facing our fears, and challenging our beliefs throughout this essay. We can take a journey of personal growth and transformation and acquire a greater understanding of our own lives by studying the experiences of the characters and the issues explored in the book. The teachings of the silent patient serve as a helpful reminder that genuine growth originates internally and necessitates deliberate action as well as introspection. So, let's take a moment to reflect on these valuable life lessons and consider how we can apply them to our own lives. Let's embrace the power of self-discovery, confront our fears head-on, and break free from the limitations that hold us back. Let the silent patient be a catalyst for change and a guide on our journey towards becoming our truest and most authentic selves.